Hi, today I just wanted to do a planner update to just briefly discuss what I've been using and what I'm going to be going to. If you watched my video that I posted back towards the beginning of the year about what type of planner I was going to use, I said that I was going to use my Success Choice Planner, which I've been using and it's been working great. And I also said that I only had through the end of this quarter. So this planner is going to be done at the end of March. In that same video, I talked about how I wanted to use up what I already had because I have such an abundance of planner things and I'm trying to save money. We're going to have a baby in May and I'm trying to save up whatever I can for that, and I have so much planner stuff. I probably wouldn't need to buy planner stuff for years. You have to excuse the ink on my fingers. Oh, maybe that's the only place I had ink. I think I got the rest of it. So, I just wanted to talk about what I'm going to be moving into, because I know over the course of this year, I'm going to be using several different planners, and this will be the first switch. The reason why I'm talking about it now, at the end of February, is I've had so many appointments and classes and things that I've had to schedule out until May that I've already had to set up the next planner that I'm going to use. And so I thought, well, I might as well make a video about it. So this is the Success Choice Planner I've been using. So this is the cover, which is wonderful. And I have it blurry on purpose, just so that I don't have to put post-its over everything. So you can see that at the beginning of this planner, I have filled out the goal planning section, and I think I started, I would use the monthly goal planning, the menu planner, the weekly to-dos, the major purpose for the week, and I've kind of changed what I do as I've worked through this. And I've been doing the weekly review, had pages for notes, just, using what I've got in this planner. So it's been working really well for me. Let me bring you to the most updated area. So that was a monthly log. Let's see, I'll bring you more towards where we are now because this would be more accurate. So this was a couple weeks ago. So I have my notes there, I have my menu plan there, weekly to-dos, all of that. Then I've got my the planner itself. And so what I've been doing is anything that's timed, I've been highlighting, and otherwise it's just a task. And down at the bottom, I've been using the routine spots for my Fly Lady stuff, so my daily, weekly, and zone cleaning. And then even though this is part of my daily routine to lay out dinner for the next day, I like having it in two places to remind me, yes, you do need to lay out your dinner for the next day. Ironing is also on my daily to-do, ironing my husband's clothes for work. And so, again, I like to have that one here because these two I tend to forget. You have to excuse my nose. I've also added either to meditate or journal. I'm trying to do that kind of thing, just a little bit a day. Also trying to get in some crafting time, and so that could be anything from I'm knitting a baby blanket or whatever, doing some coloring or just something crafty, right? And taking a short walk every day. So that's what I'm using these little bubbles down here for. I haven't really been using this area at all, the water tracker or the little flower area, the the health tracker. I mean, this could be like vitamins, or it could be exercise or whatever, fruits and vegetables. I haven't used this at all just because I haven't felt the need to track those things. And so again, anything timed is highlighted, otherwise I don't, you know, it's just my to-do list. And so I've been using the end of the week review to do some journaling. This was this week. And so again, my menu plan, I check off what I get done up there. I think I changed this, yeah, just a little bit. So same idea. If it's highlighted, it's you know, a timed appointment. And I still have these down here: daily, weekly zone, laying out dinner, ironing. And I changed this to meditate because I really would like to try to do this as like a daily thing. And so then I put journaling and crafting together, and then of course going for the walk. And you can see I don't do these 3 days very often. I need to. And then this is actually today right here, so I can cross off that I did the new planner video. I've been using this Uniball Air in my planner, and it's amazing. Sometimes though, like when I do my end of the week review, I'll do this with a fountain pen. So this was done with my, I'll show you, my Lamy, what is it, the LX, Lux Rose Gold, Omas Sepia ink. I haven't done the February log. And here's my notes for next week. This is the March monthly tasks. And so the way that I have been using this planner is I don't write anything on the weekly days, on the weekly spread, until usually like the week before. So this is everything for March that I need to keep track of. So like, how many weeks am I? Is it trash or trash and recycle? Important dates. In fact, our anniversary is this month, and we'll be married for 13 years. My parents' anniversary is this month, and they'll be married for 43 years. They're 30 years ahead of us and 5 days ahead of us. Any important things I need to remember, like start my dog's flea and tick medication this month, appointments, whatever. So I have those written in here. So then what I do is usually like on a Friday night or on Saturday, I'll sit down, I'll look at my monthly calendar, and I'll fill out the next week's to-dos. Let me remove that. Unless you want to pay my hospital bill, you're welcome to. I haven't done the monthly goals planning for this month, but I know that it's going to be the same goals that I had last month. I'm just trying to work on making those more of a routine. I know one of them is like meditation. I was doing pretty good, and I don't know why I fell off the wagon. I have my weekly to-do set up, and it's gotten smaller because I actually got a couple of those things done that I'd been carrying over. And here is my menu plan for this week. I just did I change this? No, this is all the same. So this is what my next week is starting to look like. Anything highlighted is timed, otherwise it's a task that needs to be done. And I just have it planned out through the end of the week. If I have to add anything to this, of course I do as the week goes on. In the back of the journal, so I have all the way to the end of March with this. So this is when April and May kind of got busy with a bunch of things that I had to add. And so I love the forward planning of this calendar. I'm really going to miss having this as my planner. If I get desperate, I'll order it, but I think it'll be okay. I really like the Success Choice Planner. It's worked well for years. So I have all my forward planning in here actually through, you can see, through 2018 and then a little bit in 2019. I have some notes and things in the back, and there's several pages of note paper. And then I have some you get plastic pouches with this, and so I have some various little notes and things that go in there that I don't know where else to put them. When I do move to my next planner, I'm not exactly sure where I'm going to put those things. I'll probably go through them, see do I really need them. If I do, then I'll keep them. If I don't, then I'll just pitch them. And I might actually just keep, I usually keep these quarterly books, so I might actually just keep all of this together because I'm not going to replace the quarterly book. This is my address book, and so I might just close this all up and put this in a drawer. And it's going to be really sad that it's in a drawer because I love this cover and I love this system, but I do want to work through my other stuff before I put out more money to buy more things. So that's going to be how I end March. And like I said, I know I'm ahead, but it's because I had so many things that I needed to write down in the schedule. So I had some choices. I had a lot of choices. And if you watch that video where I talk about them, I kind of go through all the choices that I had. I decided that what I wanted to do was work through my dated planners first. I have 2 dated planners for 2018. I had the large 8.5 by 11 ARC notebook planner. That's the one that I used for work, and I had the rest of the academic year for 2018. So I had inserts that went through the end of June of 2018. Then I won a Quo Vadis planner, and that ran through all of 2018. I really like the ARC planner. I mean, I've used it for years at my job, and so I decided that that's what I would like to use for, there's like glitter on here. I changed my nail polish today. That's what I would like to use for at least through the end of June of 2018. I'd like to use up the inserts that I had. So I redid this the other night, and it was a fun little project to do. I replaced the rings so that they're smaller, because you can see there's not a whole lot in this. It's only going to be for a quarter, basically. It's going to be April, May, and June. And I figured, since that's going to be a really busy time, it would be nice to have all the extra space in here. And I can actually take this with me if I need to and put like documents in it. Whereas a smaller planner, you know, I would have to fold things up or whatever. I don't know what the next few months are going to bring, but I know there'll be enough room in this for whatever I have. In the Quo Vadis, it's, you know, it's much smaller than this. So this is my basic setup of what I have. So in the front, I already have some information about the different classes that I'm taking. So when I say classes, like baby care basics, because I've never had a kid before, and I've never been around babies, like, ever. In fact, growing up and for a really long time, I wasn't really like a baby person. So it's weird. So I need to take a baby care basics class and like a childbirth preparation class, and we have to get car seats installed in our cars from at the hospital, and we have to take a tour of the birthing place, the maternity ward, basically, and those kinds of things. So I have that paperwork in here from the hospital. Then I left one plastic, like, not a sleeve, but, you know, like folder, and this is double-sided in case I need it. If I don't, I don't. I also have just some tear-off to-do lists. I decided to take out my Post-its and things in here because I imagine for the most part this is going to stay on my desk at home, and if I need to jot something down, I can just jot it down on here. Then I have my first divider, and so all of this came from Staples. I kept the past, current, and future year calendar, and I had made these little tabs myself for my own, you know, when I was using this in school. And then all I did was I transferred everything that was in the forward planning calendars in my Success Choice Planner to the monthly spread in here so that I can continue on the same way that I have been planning. So notes like everybody that's going to be around the baby needs to get a whooping cough vaccine, all of the reminders and things, directions to various places we have to go to. I put on Post-its in here so I can just take those Post-its off and bring them with us to wherever we're going. I've got the page marker. I'm kind of moving this up so you can't see all of that. And then this is what the weekly spread looks like. I have to say, and I even mentioned it to my husband when I was filling this out, I said, it's so nice to have so much room. I love it. And the paper, the ARC paper is really good quality. So this is basically what the monthly spread looks like, or the weekly spread looks like. It's very simple. It's a Monday start, and then you have some notes area at the bottom. Over here you have Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday are split. And then you have past, current, oh no, I'm sorry, you have current, next, and future month calendars at the bottom. Excuse my nose, I'm so sorry. And that's basically what it looks like. So I was able to fill in my May calendar and what I knew of June. And that's going to be my planner for the next several months. And this ends on July 1st, which is a Sunday, and that's it. There's nothing else in here. There was, I kept these in here just because I didn't know, like, if I would need, this was, the holiday list was the end of the calendar, so I kept that. And the time zone is the beginning of just a little telephone address section. So I might, I don't know, I may or may not use this. That's why I just left it in here. It's only a couple pages, so it wasn't a big deal. Behind this, I have another divider, and I just have some note paper. So if I do take this with me somewhere and I need to write some things down, I have paper to do that. I didn't put a whole lot in there. And in the very back I have a plastic sleeve, more of like a protector of the paper, but if I need to slip something in here I can. And of course it has a nice generous pen loop. So it is big. I do have a different ARC cover in this size. I have this poly cover that I use as my control journal for my Fly Lady stuff. I could always swap this out if I find this is too heavy and too much to carry around, because my control journal just stays at home. But I thought for now I'll keep it in here because it does have a pen loop, and this is it. The only thing that I was thinking about was in the weekly section, the one thing that I'm really going to miss is this stuff. Let me show you. These routines at the bottom, just to bubble in really quick. But it's not going to be too big of a deal to just write those in as tasks. I just need to remember to do that as part of my, like, you know, weekly planning session where I sit down and write down, you know, daily, weekly, that kind of thing. So some of this was, you know, already built in, which I like. I'll just have to write it in my ARC planner. The good thing is there's plenty of room. And what I typically would do is split these in half anyway, and I would write like 2 different lesson plans. So I can just split them in half and do like a checklist on one side, timed appointments on the other side, something like that. And there'll be plenty of room. So yeah, this is going to be what I'm going to use. We'll see how it goes. If I don't like it, it's literally just going to be a 3-month planner, and then it's going to be done, and I won't feel like this is wasted. I'll have used it, and I'll put it to the side. My plan in my mind after this is to go into the Quo Vadis, which is the other dated planner I have, and use that to the end of the year. We'll see how that goes. I have no idea what my life will be like after a baby, so I don't know if it will work. I don't know how much space I'll need. I don't know what I'll want. But if I decide not to use the Quo Vadis, I'm not going to feel too bad because I won it and I didn't pay for it. If I don't use the Quo Vadis, then I'm going to move into some of the undated stuff that I have. And something should work because I have so much of it. So that's where things are. And I just wanted to share that with you. Oh, and as a last resort, I can always create my own planner. I've done that before, and that can be whatever I need it to be. So I figure I don't need to buy anything for this year. It's been really hard though. I have to tell you, I have desperately been longing for a Chic Sparrow cover because for some reason I feel like I want to be in a field note size planner. Don't ask me, I don't know. But I am fighting that urge because I have more important priorities at this point. I also am still using my Filofax Saffiano wallet that I bought in January. It's working perfectly. The only issue I have with it is it's really big, and sometimes I want to carry a smaller purse, and it's huge. That wallet is huge. But the planner itself has been working perfectly for exactly what I wanted. So all of the appointments that I have, all of the classes and stuff that I have written in here, just each week when I'm doing my planning session, I sit down and I make sure that my desk planner matches my wallet planner. And that has been very helpful when I've gone to appointments and I've had to schedule like future appointments and things, because I don't have to worry at all about like, you know, overlapping. And you know, as soon as I put something in here, because I'm at home and I've put it in here, I'll add it to my wallet. And if I'm out and I make an appointment, I know that when I come home I just add it again to my planner. So having the two planners has been no issue at all, and it's been really nice to have a dated planner in my wallet. So I just wanted to share that with you. I hope that any of this has been helpful, and if not helpful, mildly entertaining. Thank you so much for watching, and I am going to be making a Fly Lady series, and I'm going to start right after I make this video. They're going to be very short videos on how to do the Fly Lady system, and so please look out for those, because they'll be coming one a day, and they should be pretty short. Yeah. Okay, so thanks for watching. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.